Part 2 of the mock draft here. So this one's going to be a little bit quicker just because of the fact that I don't really have to bring this in too much. We're going to go straight in to the mock here. And I've got something interesting happening straight off the bat here. This is Gold Coast's pick at pick 14. They're going to be wanting to get rid of that pick. They've got to match bids. They don't want picks so high up the draft board. So this one's going to be up for grabs. And I actually see Carlton maybe coming in for this pick. Now, this is not, again, it's speculation. It's all speculation. But they do have some later picks in the draft. They've got that something like a future second could maybe get it done for a pick like this and some pick stacking. It's got to be reasonably high end for Gold Coast, being that it is pick 14. But Carlton are a team that are probably going to be in transition in the offseason and probably want to bring in some quality players in the draft as well. So I've got this one just being a bit of a no-brainer for Carlton. They're going after that small forward type, someone that has quality inside forward 50 and can be a match winner for them when they get opportunities inside the arc. So Lockie Doverston, he's probably the best small forward in this draft. He's a bit of a Nick Watson type. Is he that high in quality? Probably not, and that's why he's falling back to a pick 14. But he's very sharp inside forward 50, wonderful agility where he tested nationwide inside the top 10. So he's got the movement, he's got clean hands, he rarely fumbles the ball. He uses it well around the ground as well, so you can sort of bring him up a little bit. He can get involved in chains, and he will hurt you inside forward 50. He's got genuine speed, all of the things that you want from a small forward. You can play him close, you can play him deeper, whatever you want. So I like Lockie Doverston here, and the fact that Carlton could be getting into this draft is really a bit more exciting for the fans given the season they've just had. Then at pick 15, it's the GWS Giants currently. Now, this could change, of course, with ladder wins and losses changing and that sort of thing, but I've got the Giants taking here Harley Barker as a project winger. 187 centimeters is Harley Barker from South Australia. I could see Harley Barker going a little bit higher than this. He has the ability to play on the outside and the inside. He's a good ball user, but the thing that you're really buying in Harley Barker is he's definitely a football brain type, but he's so athletic. He runs a 2.85, I think, 20-meter sprint, crazy quick. He's got good endurance. He just absolutely bangs up and down that wing. Just constantly creating an outnumber, constantly creating space inside forward 50, and he's 187 centimeters. He's an aerial threat. He's very good in the air. As I'm talking myself through this, I'm going, why is he pick 15? He should be higher than this. He's a genuine star, kicked goals throughout the carnival by creating, just with the speed, really, that he has. He's too quick for most wingers that he's playing on at this level. He's too quick for wingers in the SANFL. He goes inside in the SANFL a little bit as well. And he's pretty handy. He's got his handballing to get others out into space when need be is really good. He's left and right. He's a good kick as well. Not the absolute top echelon with by foot, but a very, very good player is Harley Barker. And really, when you think about modern day wingers, the importance of the winger, the discipline they need defensively, but then to have that athleticism to go forward, like an Ollie Dempsey, what he's doing, kicking goals this season, Harley Barker is that as a prototype. So I love this one at pick 15, which then brings us on to pick 16, which currently is with the Gold Coast, but there's going to have to be some picks eaten up here. So I've just sort of had this one eaten and skipping through to the Western Bulldogs because they're going to have to match those bids. And I've got the Western Bulldogs here bidding on Bo Adensel from the Gold Coast Academy. So that would be the third academy player inside the top 20 for the Gold Coast Suns. I think they will match on a player of the quality of Bo Adensel, a very good accumulating type midfielder, just very balanced, moves really well, doesn't have any high-end athletic traits, but he's very good technically, a good kick, a good handballer, a good decision maker. So he just has all of that, but nothing really grabs you at the same time. But I think he's quality enough to... I have actually compared him to an Adam Chera type, which does a little bit sound like I'm knocking him a little bit, but I mean that in the best side of Adam Chera. He is a very skillful quality player, but I think ultimately this is about where that type of player sits. It's a midfielder with maybe not the upside of some of the other ones that we have talked about. So I think the Gold Coast will match that at pick 16, and then the Dogs are going to be on the board, and they've sort of been looking for those hybrid type defenders. They took who was it, Selwood in the mid-season draft as that type. So I could see them here going for sort of a medium defender type. I think they lack a little bit of quality in that position. Xavier Taylor is going to be around the mark there, a 191 centimetre. Sort of caught between a lockdown and a distributing defender. He's pretty good on the ball. He doesn't have elite pace off the halfback or anything like that, but he can lock down and he can use the ball pretty well. So he gives you good versatility back there, and can sort of play on different types. He can play on those smalls. He can play on those talls as well. So he's around this mark, and I think he's a player that Western Bulldogs could use. Probably ideally, they'd be looking for that really aggressive offensive defender, but I think Xavier Taylor fits the bill pretty well too, which then brings us on to pick 18, the FREO Dockers. Now, a really deep midfield at the moment, so you can't sort of... Last year, they went Murphy Reid because he slipped a little bit and they just went for the best available. I feel this year they might target something that they need a bit more. And I can probably see them here going after Archie Ludovic, who would have probably, in some people's eyes, fallen a little bit. To me, I think he's around this mark at the moment. I think he has a few flaws in his game, but has a massive amount of upside as well. 197 centimeters, very tall, very athletic, and he can run like the wind as well. He's quick. He's got good endurance as well to get up the ground. So he's a dangerous prospect. He's one of those skinnier, rangier type key forwards, like an Aaron Cadman type. But at the moment, I probably just see that he doesn't mark the ball and handle the ball cleanly enough to be in that sort of top echelon. He makes quite a few mistakes with his ball handling, which is the biggest worry for me. Sometimes his set shot goal kicking can be a little bit variable as well. So some questions on Ludovic, but I think if he got to this range, a team like FREO, who are after that type of player, would bring him in as a bit of a project as well. We've then got West Coast on the board here at pick 19, which was originally 14, so it's fallen back those 5 places because of academy bids. And with this one, I've got them selecting Mitch Marsh from South Australia, 190 centimetre key forward. Now, what this guy gives you, he gives you the key position forward. He's more of that third tall type, but I do think he potentially has the ability long-term to go into the midfield as well, and he is an elite field kick. So think about what you're seeing with players like Sam Darcy, like Riley Thilthorpe, to play as that sort of deeper forward, but then to be able to use their foot skills to get goal assists and that sort of thing, and also push higher up the field, get the ball a little bit higher, and then be able to like turn and then hit targets. That's exactly what Mitch Marsh can do. He's got elite speed, great athleticism overall too. His vertical jump is very good as well. So he plays a little bit taller. And I just think on quality alone, if West Coast got a stab at this guy, the fact that he's South Australian, I think helps a little bit to go to Western Australia. They're more likely to take a player like that. So you think about at the top end, they're taking the sort of the ruck forward there. Then they're also taking an elite mid. And then at this pick, probably just taking best available. And the fact that he's from South Australia just tips it over the edge here with Mitch Marsh. But someone that can play a variety of roles as well, I think is really important. So Mitch Marsh could float across halfback, but could probably go into the midfield and play as that third tall as well. Then we've got Geelong on the board at pick 20 here, and I've got the Cats. This one's a little bit creative by me, but I've got them going for Hunter Holmes, brother of Max, bringing it home. They do like to be that family type club, bringing everyone close together. So they go for Hunter here, 186 centimetre. At the moment, an outside midfielder, but he is a very good player, this guy. The first time I watched him in the Vic Metro trials, I thought he was excellent. Running ability is right up there. He's a good size at 186. We'll probably put a couple of extra centimetres on that by the end of the year. And he's very, very clean with when he goes inside. He's very, very clean, very creative. He has good technical skills. So it's not all just the outside sort of, receiving easy ball and then, kicking it, being a ball carrier. He really does have that. He's a technician as well, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So that puts him up for me. At the moment, he's probably not big enough in size to be able to be that sort of inside bull type. He can't really use his frame to any advantage there. So that keeps him to a bit of an outside type, but you could see him in the long term being a bit more of a Will Day type midfielder, I think, with the extra ranginess and height that he has. He's got those sort of long limbs. So I like Hunter Holmes, and I think he will be around this mark. At pick 21, we have the Adelaide Crows. So this will be their first selection, won't it, overall? I think they're going to take the local boy here for sure. I think they go for Jevon Philippou, 183 centimetre mid-utility, brother of Mateus Philippou. So a real athletic type is Jevon. He's a multi-sport athlete. I think he's got a big athletics background, and he can seriously run. He's got good speed, good endurance, just one of those rangy types. Like he can He's elite in the air. He's got the vertical jumping down pat, really. So he takes marks. He does, I think, technically, and his ball handling, there's probably a little bit there to work on. I think sometimes at stoppage, it's a bit raw. He's not as clean as some of the top-end mids there. But again, I think the club's going to use what they have on the skeleton a little bit and then sort of work on those skills, refine those skills, and get him up to speed. And then I think he's going to be a great AFL player. He just looks like he's got AFL traits. He looks AFL ready-made. So can see the Crows taking him there at 21. He's obviously missed the carnival, which hurts him a little bit, has him sliding a little bit, but he would be an absolute steal, I think, for the Crows around this range. At 23, I've got Adelaide back on the board here. So I've got the Crows. They have got a stack of later draft picks in 2025. So I think they're going to have good leverage to trade back in with some of those teams that are going to be matching academy bids. So this is Brisbane's pick originally, and I have got them trading it to Adelaide for, picks 42, 47, 48, 58. They're going to have a lot to play with there. So I've got them then going local again here with Aiden Schubert, 199 centimetre key position forward. This guy was elite throughout the championships. Whether he was playing deep forward, taking big contested marks, he gets around the ground. He's got a big tank on him, basketball background. So another one, a smooth moving, skinnier type key position forward, not a really hulking type one. But he goes into the ruck too. He's one of those skinny, strong guys that can go into the ruck and really stand up in there. He's got the height, he's got the athleticism, he's got the strength to do it. And I think he's probably one of those skinnier guys that will bulk up quite a lot. He seems to have sort of a wide type frame. I think when he puts muscle on, he might look something maybe like a Tom Lynch type. I think at the end of the day is potential to play in the ruck, to play forward. Everyone's really looking for that type of player. So I could see Adelaide going for him as a project, and Philippou, somebody that could really come in and play straight away across any line. So then we've got pick 24, which is, I've just got being eaten up here again. The Gold Coast are going to have to match these bids, which takes us to the end of the first round, the first 24 picks. Now, there's a few unlucky players to miss there. Of course, Dyson Sharp had an amazing carnival. I do think he is going to fall back a little bit in this draft crop. I do think he's more someone that'll go post pick 20, post the first round. But I think someone's going to get a very good ready-made inside ball winner there. Just doesn't have the outside skills of some of the high-end guys. Fred Rodriguez is another one that's around the mark here in the 20s, I feel. Max Kondagiannis, wanted to get him in there. Noah Chamberlain is another one right up there as well. So a few players unlucky to miss out, but that is the first round that I've gone for at the moment. The national champ still has a long way to go, so there's going to be some other players putting their hands up, no doubt. That is a wrap for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the mock, and I'll see you in the next one.